Hi folks, I'm Carrie Peel of Mako Documents, and I've got 3 tips on organizing old files. Tip number 1, try to identify the categories of records you'll be dealing with. The old files might be employee records, financial data and invoices, or records of operational decisions. It isn't necessary or practical to read through every document, of course, but once you've identified a few record types from a given period, it should become quite easy to tell at a glance what type of records a particular document or folder contains. Don't be disheartened if the process seems slow and painful at first. You should pick up speed as you work through the old files. Tip number 2, organize them by year. Once you have the record types identified, you should put records of the same type in chronological order. Usually it's obvious what a year a file comes from. In rare cases that it isn't, look to the documents around it, the formatting, the patterns to establish a rough date. But don't get worried if you need to do this in stages. Organizing old files is a marathon, not a sprint. Tip number 3, organize destruction. Once you have these levels of organizations in place, you should start to consider shredding old files. Your document retention policies can inform any decisions about immediate shredding and what destruction dates you apply. And if you don't have a retention policy, don't worry, I can provide one for you. Remember, unless you really need an old file forever, the end goal of this process is destroying old files and irrelevant information. Mako Documents can help you organize, store, scan, and shred your documents. And if you want to save 90% on document storage with Mako Documents, go to my website, Mako Documents, or call me, Carrie Peel, 919-606-2100.